In 1965, I came screaming into planet Earth by way of Hagerstown, Maryland. That same year, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and other people of color marched from Alabama to Selma, raising their voices for injustices. I was born to raise my voice. A song came out that year that would reflect, a song came out that year that will reflect my inner life for years to come. It was called The Tracks of My Tears. I can remember running around, smiling and laughing as a child. Most of all, I loved to sing. I used to stage performances in the backyard, rock and roll musicals. Well, that all changed. At age 7, I was raped. They told me if I spoke of what happened that they would come and get me. I was taken to the hospital in a police car, but only bad people go in police cars, right? I slowly became an introvert that year. If you're quiet, no one will see you, like disappear. The silence didn't work. They noticed me. The perpetrators in the neighborhood, they were there in clear view. They weren't even trying to hide. I was not safe at home, not because of anyone in my home, and not safe outside either. My childhood had been stolen, but I was born to raise my voice. At age 8, I couldn't focus at school. 1 + 1 equals what's going to happen to me at home. 2 + 2 equals what's going to happen to me on the way home. My racing thoughts got me sent to the principal's office for not paying attention. I needed to find a way out. I was born to raise my voice. A teacher handed me a saxophone. You handed me a way out. You didn't even know it. Man, I can play this thing. People are noticing me for the right reasons now. The saxophone has become my voice. But the tracks of my tears, you cannot see it, but inside I'm crying. Playing the saxophone, it keeps me from killing myself. For years now, it has comforted me to give me a voice and to help me regulate my emotions without words. At age 14, I heard 3 voices, 1, 2, 3, like the Trinity. The songs they sung touched my soul and allowed me to question my existence. One, Donna Summers. Love will always find you. It's just a matter of time. I want love to find me, but what is love? Is it the things that they do to me when no one is watching? I feel so ashamed afterward. Is it the love that they talk about with Jesus the Christ? Yet I feel guilty like a sinner. Is that what is that why this is happening to me? Because I'm a sinner? Donna, will love really find me? 2, Hello Gorgeous. Barbara Streisand. People, people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Am I lucky? The perpetrators tell me I'm the lucky one. Well, I don't feel lucky. If they don't give me that attention, then who am I? People who need people, they're the luckiest, really? Third, Pat Benatar. Because hell is for children. And I thought, Pat, you are absolutely right. That is what they told me. Don't tell, be quiet, tell them you fell down the stairs. These 3 singers gave me hope. See, I was born to raise my voice. The saxophone, you're still here. At age 15, I went to Interlochen Arts Camp to study music. I met Bob James there. You know, he made a CD with the best saxophonist ever, my hero, David Sanborn. I felt like I was on top of the world there. But then I started to lose weight rapidly. I was coughing up blood and my voice started to change, not because of adolescence. I was in the 9th grade. I can't be sick, right? Your son has cancer. It is the size of a small grapefruit on his vocal cord. If we do not do something in the next 3 days, he will die. It's amazing that he didn't lay down to sleep one night and suffocate. We need to do surgery to remove the cancer. This will mean he will lose his voice. That is what the doctors told my parents. So at age 16, it's off to the Johns Hopkins Hospital, where radiation and chemotherapy are the plan. While there, two women came and asked me if I will allow God to heal me. And I said, sure, anything to get out of this place. Well, they prayed and they prayed. And I felt a hand touch my body, like something just happened. The cancer is gone. The radiation tech calls the doctor. We can't locate the growth to place the markings on his throat. I was born to raise my voice. But then I was furious. God punished me by giving me cancer, letting me be raped and sexually abused, and now on some divine whim, he has taken the cancer away. Why couldn't he stop the abuse too? Well, forget you, God. I'm going to show you. So that same year, I'm introduced to alcohol, pills, and start to have anonymous sex. When I walk into a club, they notice me. I'm only 17 years old, but they notice me. There is a familiarity in their glance like when I was 7. They're 10, 20, 30 years older than me, and it doesn't matter at the time. They act like they want to listen to me. So I'm willing to be with them, but at what cost? At age 20, after years of chaotic substance use, homelessness, and sexual violence, another song by Soda So gave me pause. Keep on moving, don't stop. Why do people choose to live their lives this way? I was born to raise my voice, but I can't run and sing at the same time. I am out of breath. At age 25, I am diagnosed with the disease of addiction. Man, I just can't seem to win. If you don't stop using drugs, you will be dead in 3 years. Well, I've heard this before, this death thing, but something's wrong this time. I've lost my voice. I told my dad and friends, I'll go to a 12-step meeting if you leave me alone. At the meetings, I'm thinking these people are strange. They're laughing and they're hugging each other, and no one is trying to have sex with me. Like, what's wrong with that? They said, keep coming back. And I thought, no thanks, but thanks for the coffee. I feel something here in these meetings. Could I find my voice here? Those meetings did start to help me. I was 5 months in recovery, and the symptoms of trauma are alive and well. In fact, they are now more severe than they were. My job sends me to treatment in Florida, where I am placed on a unit for sexual assault survivors. This stuff has nothing to do with me. I'm a man. I don't need your help, and I don't need anybody telling me about sexual abuse. That stuff happened over 15 years ago, and it hasn't affected me. Well, yes, it has affected me. Nightmares, disconnection, low self-worth, anxiety, insomnia, internalized depression are but a few of the results of the abuse. They tried to take my voice. Now people are helping me to raise my voice. When I was 36, I joined a group of male, some trauma survivors from around the country that helped establish services for male survivors. I got to learn from leading experts in the field of trauma recovery. I felt that I was able to meet other heroes. I'm never alone, never again. I started to learn how to manage and heal my traumatic injuries one day at a time. And then it happened 10 years later, a hero's journey. I was invited to speak about my experience as a sexual abuse survivor on Capitol Hill at a congressional briefing on men and trauma. Part of me was saying, don't do it. Men don't talk about this stuff, especially in front of people. But I was born to raise my voice, and if not now, when? So I did it, November of 2011. It's even on YouTube. At age 50, I became part of 1 in 6's The Bristlecone Project, a mosaic of photographs and words that portray the reality and hopes of over 200 men who were sexually abused or assaulted. My life has changed so much since I started to connect and share support from survivors of all genders. I've gotten to speak across the country and work with diverse agencies to help establish services for trauma survivors. I've been able to travel to Europe and South America to share my story of recovery. I can think of no better way to be of service to others than to do this kind of work. And specifically, as an African American man, it is important to me to boldly share the truth of my experience as a way of encouraging other male survivors of color and to let them know they're not alone. I almost lost my voice. But again, I was born to raise my voice. We all were born to raise our voices. For everyone here who is listening to our stories, will you lift your voice with us? And if so, how? Namaste.